Hi there. All right, so here I have the Steam Link, and it's time to give it a little review. So let's have a look at it. All right, so here it is with my TV. It's sitting at the home screen, as you can see right there. The home screen, this once you actually connect it and start it up, it's a very straightforward experience. Nothing too crazy. Connects to your Wi-Fi if you're doing it that way, or through Ethernet. Anyway, so here it is, and as you can see, I've got my Xbox 360 wireless controller. That's my $9 one from Amazon. I'll get to that in a little bit here. So let's go over some specs on the unit. Okay, let's go over the technical specifications of the Steam Link real quick. So it's got a smartphone-like ARMv7 processor. It's got dedicated H.264 video decoding circuitry, and running a custom Linux kernel and a Valve developed custom software stack on it. Now, I found that out through Reddit. Valve person they commented on that when somebody was looking for more technical specifications on it because they were thinking it was like a Android box or Linux box that they can modify or customize, and you can't because big publishers are able to have their games played through something like this. For legal reasons, it was locked down. Just kind of think of like a Chromecast, for example. I mean, there isn't a lot of development for it, and that's where it's drawing a lot of comparisons for. So it's locked down, not customizable. It's also not a big deal. Who cares? So it's designed to run games at 1080p, 60 frames per second. That'll be great. You don't really need a whole lot more than that unless you're a hardcore gamer, and I am. I got a computer that can do 120 frames per second lock with the 120 hertz screen, and that's great and all. But if you're going to be using this how it's designed to be used on a TV or a smaller screen or anything like that, then it's not going to worry you too much. Just enjoy what it is because it's really good. It's got 802.11 AC wireless. It's a 2x2 MIMO type, so it's going to get you a lot of bandwidth for what that is, as long as you got a router that can support that. So if you got a high-end router, it's going to perform very well. What's interesting here, though, it's got a 10100 Ethernet port. It's not gigabit. Uh, Valve really recommends that this be plugged in Ethernet. Of course, with a device like this, anyone would. But it's kind of weird that they just did a 10100, not a gigabit. But apparently, it worked fine. So they did their own testing. That's what they recommend. That's what's on there. It's got three USB 2.0 ports, not to be confused with 3.0 ports. That threw me off at first because of the 3 in there, but it's a good thing it's not 3.0 because 3.0 interferes with 2.4 gigahertz wireless operation. So Xbox 360 controllers, a lot of good wireless keyboard and mice, 2.4 gigahertz frequency for wireless devices has a faster polling rate. There's less input lag with that, so it's better for a situation like this. So it also has Bluetooth 4.0, so that'll be good. Its main output is HDMI out. There isn't really specifics on the version of HDMI that it is, but from what I'm finding is it's a 2.0 version HDMI. Who cares? It's 1080p, 60 frames per second. Even older versions of HDMI can do that. It's not a big deal. But there aren't any other outputs. So if you want to output to something that's not HDMI, you're going to have to use a separate converter box to achieve that. Uh, that's up to you though. So it specifically states that it supports its own Steam controller, of course, but other stuff that it supports specifically is the Xbox One controller, the Xbox 360 wired controller, Xbox 360 wireless controller for Windows. I'll come back around to that in a second. The Logitech wireless gamepad F710, and probably other wireless gamepads that they may have tested with it, but they didn't put it in the documentation or anything like that. Or you can just plug whatever wireless gamepad you might have, test it out, and see how that works. I've heard as well that people are getting their DualShock 4 PS4 controllers working with it, as well as the PS3 controller, not wireless though. You got to do that one wired. So people are experimenting with it and finding out what works and what doesn't. Of course, it also supports a keyboard and mouse, wired or wireless. And as you can see right here, I have my wireless keyboard and mouse already plugged into it. ready to go, and you'll see me using that in a little bit. Um, as well as my own Xbox 360 controller, which brings me back to my point. It doesn't state that it supports an Xbox 360 controller, just a regular Xbox 360 controller. It says for Windows. That is a different unit. I've searched Amazon and looked around, and that's technically considered something different. That worried me for a second because that's an Xbox 360 controller that I have with this dongle from Amazon. It's just some generic dongle. Did the trick for my computer. Fortunately, did the trick here too. So all good there, no worries. So that is the technical specs, and let's check it out a little bit, yeah? All right, let's play some games. Let's check it out. Let's start with my Xbox 360 remote. Now let's just navigate a little bit through here. There's the settings. You can check your Bluetooth through the pairing in there. You could look at your display. You can adjust it to fit your screen. You can change language. You can check on your network status. You can see there. You can even adjust some streaming settings. You can do fast, balanced, beautiful. Right now I have mine on balanced, so let's see how that goes. If it's not as good as I want it to be at balanced, then I'll switch it up to fast, you know. I'll sacrifice a little bit. Then you have system here. Now when I first booted it up, it still had some updates to do. As soon as it connected to the network, downloaded some updates, and that went. Okay, let's see here. So let's go back to start playing. I'm going to connect to my computer here. Now, it will launch Steam Big Picture mode on the computer, and it fills up the whole screen here. There is another thing that this does, and what it does is it streams your computer screen to it, so you can actually remote control, go through files, do stuff like that in there. Another interesting feature here is Steam Big Picture mode has a built-in web browser, so I was using it to watch Netflix or something like that. So you can kind of use it as a bit of a set-top box as well. Not in the traditional sense, but you know, it does work. It doesn't work, you know, too bad. So it was pretty good. The only problem is when you're doing that, see, here's my Netflix, is this little bar at the bottom where it says Steam, More, Friends, that won't go away. But it's at the bottom, it's out of the way. It's alright. So let's go back. Okay. Let's pick a game. I'm going to do one with the remote. There's a very popular game right now. It's called Rocket League. Got it for free because I pre-ordered it, and that's pretty cool. And it works really well with the remote, so let's check it out. Okay, and while that's launching, I'm going to turn the volume up on my TV a little bit. And you can see it looks pretty good. And the input lag from the remote to that over the stream, can't even tell that there is any. Okay, I'm in queue to find a match. Let's wait. It takes a little while. Okay, here we go. Not yet, not yet. There we go. There we go. Oops, wrong button. I suck. Come on. Come on. Got it. Yep. What team am I on? I am on orange. We must get into the blue. Ah, they scored on us. Come on, come on, let's keep it going. Screw you, man. Now the audio cuts out a little bit, but I don't mind as long as the game itself doesn't. Oh crap. Get out of my way. Let's go get it. Oh, come on. I was going for that one. I was going to score there. Okay, one more. One more, and then let's change games. Alright, let's do it. Ooh. Yeah, come on. Oh, oh. Ah, couldn't get the right angle. Come on, come on. Where'd it go? Oh. Let's do it. Missed it. Get it out of here. Get it out of here. Alright, I'm going to quit it there. I don't have a lot of room on my phone to be recording too much. But as you can see, this game is running really good. I'm going to get another game ready right now. Okay, I'm back. Let's do Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Because that's optimized for remote, and we can use keyboard and mouse with it. Let's go. Okay, Black Ops 2 multiplayer loading up right now. Public match, find match, core, team deathmatch. Let's go. That should get me in the quickest. And here we go. Now, I don't know why anybody would play a first-person shooter with a remote, but I'll try it and you can see. Yeah. Oh crap. Okay, I have had enough of that already. Let's do this. Whoa. Now I haven't even tried a game like this with the keyboard and mouse yet, so this is new to me right now. Ooh, damn. Now I could feel it this way I could feel the lag a little bit, but I can't tell whether it's the wireless keyboard and mouse or maybe the stream itself. That was a bad reload. Let's see here. Nope. Oh shit. Damn. Now it feels great with the remote, with my keyboard and mouse. That's wireless. Not so much. Ooh man, messed up. Okay, I'm gonna try something else real quick. I'm gonna plug a wired mouse in. Now, it's not anything special, but let's check it out. And there we are, just like that. Now, this feels just a little better. The right click on it doesn't work very well though. I use it to work on computers. Shot in the back. Come on, I gotta get one kill. Maybe a different gun. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, next time I spawn. Come on now. Seriously? Okay, let's do it. No, maybe not. I really need my right click to work. Come on. There it is. Oh! Well, that says everything, doesn't it? Okay, so my experience with this is great. I really like how it runs. It could probably be even better if wired in. Runs great with the remote. It's pretty good with the keyboard and mouse too. And there's no bad news with this as far as I can tell. It's an amazing little piece of technology. I'm glad I got it, and I recommend it to anyone who has at least a large Steam library or wants to expand it a little more. And now with this coming out, I'm definitely sure that Steam is going to be making, or Valve rather, and all sorts of developers are going to be making more and more games that are going to run better with something like this, have better controller support, better support for that entire ecosystem, and especially with Steam Big Picture mode. So let's see where we can go. So you just push the button. I can just turn off system from here, and it's all done. All right.